What have you done to my voice today?
You know, that was like
My voice is a husk of what it has been, and it
the
is all your fault.
well. We've had a trying day.
We've worked a 14-hour day today,
and we just watched the Anna Karenina of reality show recap.
War and Peace, y'all.
War and Peace.
This part 2 of the tell-all was 3 fucking hours.
I mean, what?
Nothing needs to be 3 hours.
What else?
Sex does definitely not need to be 3 hours.
Depends on who
No.
you're having it with.
No.
Sometimes those Latin lovers can draw it out.
3 hours is too long.
And then draw it back in.
Hello, this is Captain Poodle speaking. Are you ready to find love?
Yes, ahoy, matey.
Love. Exciting and new. Go online. They're catfishing you.
Shocker.
Fiancé.
Soon you'll be flying to parts unknown.
90-day Beyonce.
Marrying someone you only met on your phone.
Be they French or Chinese, a brand new K1 visa's the key.
Ooh, the key to what, Poodle?
To love. It's 90-day gate. Let's love.
3 hours is too long.
Welcome to the
20
90-day
minutes tops.
gaze.
Maybe 30 minutes if you're really good. Then you take a break and you do it again. Am I giving away too much of my life?
Maybe.
Maybe because I'm 3 vodkas in.
3.5.
They're small glasses.
Yeah, but they're filled with mostly vodka. Welcome to 90-day gaze, everybody.
This is 90-day gaze.
My name is Matt Marr, and I'm here with Poodle, a.k.a. Jake Anthony. I'm saying your last name.
Thank you.
Say your name, Jake, so they know it's you.
It's Jake.
That's
I'm
her.
Poodle.
Y'all. We call him Poodle. Y'all call me Maddie. Thank y'all for joining us today. Today we are recapping, just so you know.
It's our season finale, y'all.
It is. We are recapping the 90-day Fiancé series.
It is 4 a.m.
Before the 90 days, and this is the final tell-all part 2 and 1 that we're talking about.
And we basically, our last episode was the final episode of the season. Now we're also going to talk about part 1 of the tell-all and part 2 of the tell-all.
Yes. I just said that while you were drinking. God, you're drunk already. Please just get it the fuck together. That's all I ask.
I'm just going to sit here like a dog and eat wet cigarette butts. Fine. I'm not going to say, I'm going to let you talk the rest of the episode.
Well, you know,
go ahead.
I just wish you'd pay attention.
Go ahead. I'm just going to sit here.
You have a sticker on the bottom of your foot, and I don't know why. Does that your expiration date?
Oh, that's long past.
You're
past.
You're petrified.
Uh-huh.
Y'all,
I'm desiccated inside.
It's true. We have had we're not going to say what. We're just going to say we did something really fun today. You're going to hear about it in the next few weeks.
We did a lot today, and it's all for this brand that we've kind of created.
Yeah.
I want to kill myself because I just said brand.
You did say brand.
But
we had a good day.
We had a good day. It was an
tell them what it
exhausting
is.
day. But you're going to find out in a couple of weeks. This is the worst tease ever.
I know. It's like some guy who's
We're like vague booking.
We're like Tim. We're like saying we're going to fuck you, and then we're just not.
Y'all. I'm not going to give it to you, though. Because it's a micro penis, y'all. It's not big.
It's not.
My eyes are a lot bigger.
But we probably can't say that because we signed a contract today. Can we say that?
Oh!
Can we?
Can we do that? This is kind of icky, but let's talk about it.
No,
regardless.
this is important.
We signed a contract with a pretty big podcast company.
Network called Acast. And we're always telling you this because you might see some things change, but if you're subscribed to the podcast, you're still subscribed to this podcast.
The show's not going to change.
The show's not going to change, and also your subscription's not going to change. So if you see it like, oh, am I listening to that? You are listening to that show. So you should be
might hear the most exciting thing, and this may piss some people off, but we may have some ads running across our podcast.
But we'll be reading them.
And we'll be reading them, and we'll be doing them in a very entertaining way.
We'll make them gay, and then the head will call us and say, did you mention that you could use this product as lube as well? And then Jake would say, we're just finding uses. We're just trying to make this a versatile product. And he's like,
I just fucked myself with the electronic toothbrush. I didn't know. I was just offering an alternate use.
And then Sonicare says, we're not giving you any more money.
And then we'll get fired by our advertisers.
Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen. So, y'all,
I expect to get fired by at least 2.
Just going to last for a week or so.
Anyway, y'all,
yeah, we got fun stuff.
We're very excited. And hopefully that means even greater production values for all of us and us to spend even more time doing this kind of thing.
Maybe.
So.
Yeah, I hope so. Y'all, so we're going to jump in. Just remind you, we're going to have our new segment, the Sissy Shoutouts at the end of the show.
Yeah, I told you to pick them.
No, I'm just reminding them we're having it.
Oh, God, I'm defensive as fuck tonight.
Yeah, you need to let it down. Boy,
I'm going to take a drink break.
You need to put that butt plug in your stuff right now. It needs to be there for this whole episode. Just, y'all, because when you got a butt plug in you, you got to relax. Otherwise, you're in pain.
I've heard.
Yeah. So anyway, we have a Sissy shout-out, and we have just so y'all know, we're going to be doing a special thing at the end of every season, the way we kind of say goodbye in our way to the season. So be sure to stay tuned to the very last episode. All right, let's jump in.
Y'all, I'll spoil it. It's a song. We're doing a song, y'all.
We're doing a song,
We're still working on that musical episode, by the way.
I'm not in charge of that, so I can't say anything.
Anyway, so the tell-all.
Y'all, overall impressions for you?
I think they called me tell-all in elementary school. I would tattle like a fucker.
Hey, there goes tell-all.
Y'all come at us if you were a tattle. I did it just for attention, to be honest.
I don't remember.
And then I stopped doing it like when I was like in 4th grade because I got beat up a lot.
Yeah, that happens. That happens to all.
So
overall impressions, though.
Let's start with Shawn Robinson. She was much better than she had been on The Other Way. Tell All, which was garbage.
I mean, I didn't think that was so much her as that The Other Way was just a boring
but I think
cast.
she pressed them. I think she really pressed them
this episode.
Time. Yeah.
A lot of people don't like
4
her.
hours.
And y'all, we appreciate that y'all say that y'all want us to host the tell-all. But let's be honest.
You don't.
We would make it about us, and you would learn nothing about these people. Literally, Jake would have left in the middle of Angela and said, fuck this, and then cut to a gay bar where he's doing drag, and then that would become the tell-all.
You know what we do? They'd be talking, and we're like, oh my God, did you see the episode? Did you see Katie Couric's show today? And we just talk to each other. We would just not even talk to them.
Exactly.
And Andrew's like, excuse me. I'm like, shut up. Who asked you?
It's true.
Go back to Skyla and to DJ Doug.
Avery, I don't care. You're young.
I know.
That's what I'd say. So it's probably, y'all, it's better that we have Shawn Robinson.
That Shawn Robinson does this.
Shawn Robinson, if you're listening, come at us. We'd love to talk to you.
Let's get first impressions on all of our cast.
Sure.
Tim is in all black.
Tim looks good.
He looks good. I liked his hair a lot better.
This is the most handsome he's ever looked, I thought.
His eyes are still disproportionate.
Well,
to his head.
Is he wearing colored contacts?
I think so.
I think he was too.
There's just something like the math of his body doesn't add up. He looks like a little person that just...
He can't help that.
I know. It's just, but it's disturbing.
It doesn't bother me.
It bothers me.
I think like his hair balances that out.
No, it bothers me.
I think sometimes you just gotta. I don't know.
Anyway, Rebecca, y'all, I didn't realize this, but because we are normally used to seeing her with Zied, Rebecca's a big bitch, y'all. Like she's big. She's not.
Oh, you
fat.
mean she's tall?
She's tall. She's got a big
very
frame.
statuesque. Yeah, she looked beautiful.
She looked the best she ever had.
I think she looked the best.
Her makeup was the best. I also like her more than anybody else in the cast now.
She, to me, is the heart of this cast. To me. I loved her. Loved her.
I don't know about heart. I think she's the most reasonable person.
I loved her on this.
Yeah.
I would love to go eat at her restaurant and talk to her.
Tom looks terrible. He just looked bad.
He looked puffy.
Yeah, and he
Just
had
not.
and like Devin on The Other Way,
gosh.
someone got a hold of the spray tanner and gave him a little too much bronzer.
Little much. Speaking of making some changes, I think Darcy's a little different than the last time we saw her.
She's had, you know what? I think it's an improvement.
You know what? Her sister looks
it's
like
settled.
a fucking platypus.
Oh my God, Stacey
looks not
like
great.
a big pile of hot garbage.
It's true. It is like someone put some type of spray
That's
glue
all
in her
Florian
face.
fat, y'all.
Florian didn't show up, y'all, because he's probably been wasted away.
He's in the ground. Florian's dead. She took. No, you're killing me, Stacey. Oh,
That's probably what happens.
yep.
Benjamin still looks like a Benjamin.
He's a little heavier than he was before.
Well, Keeney's not going to be happy about that, y'all, because she's a judgy fucking wife.
okay,
But she looked great.
okay. She was shredding him.
She was.
She came for him. She and Fidel came for him.
Yeah, that part where Benjamin's like, "Oh, I stand up for myself." I'm like, "Honey,
No, you don't.
no, you don't."
You lay over and take it.
Yeah, Avery looked good. Omar looked even better.
Omar looked better.
He's
Yep.
like been work. I think they ate a lot when he was in town, so he got like a little marriage happy.
And he kind of had a little color in his face.
But this time he
than
looked
normal.
good. He's been working out with Alex, his whatever workout partner.
Who's female, right?
Yeah, I guess so. And then I think that's everybody. Oh, it's Caesar, y'all.
Caesar looks the same.
We have a confession to make, y'all. Caesar's, as some of you pointed out, Caesar was wearing a Canadian tuxedo, and his shirt, the polka dotted shirt, was brought to you by Old Navy. And the reason we both know that, Poodle, tell them why we know that.
We both own that shirt.
We both own that fucking shirt. In
we
fact,
felt so called out.
I bought it in 2 colors. I loved it so much.
I only bought it in the color that he was wearing.
I bought it that in a red. It's very fetching on me.
I felt really called out by that.
I felt like I'd made bad choices, and there wasn't coming back from this.
I also felt like that I'm basic as fuck.
I also
Because when I'm
we
with the
are
same
basic,
clothing.
and you know why, y'all? Because when y'all get older, when you go to a store and it says large and it doesn't fit you the same anymore, you want to go to a store where a large is just a little roomier.
A little roomier.
And if you go to Old Navy and Gap, they're made for fat people.
That's like coming home.
It's like coming
When you-
home.
when you-
Because sometimes at Gap, I wear a medium, and when that happens, it's like, what
I
is
know
happening?
if I can
Sometimes Poodle
keep
wears
wearing
a small.
medium, oh my! If I can wear a small
At
I'm-
Gap,
I
I'm a customer.
almost jizz in my pants.
I'm a customer for life.
Exactly.
For life.
That's the Men's Warehouse.
True.
Those suits are roomy.
They are roomy. European suit my ass.
We need to talk about. We mentioned it before, but Terry looks fantastic.
Terry looks great.
We think she has the same dress in about 4 patterns, but that's
I'm
okay.
pretty sure she looks younger almost than her daughter.
Oh, yeah.
She looks fantastic.
She looks like Avery's older sister.
Jennifer looked beautiful too.
Yep.
Everybody, for the most part, looked like they had seen themselves on television and improved.
Except Angela.
Didn't really get that memo.
A vision in yellow.
Ooh,
Y'all,
it matched her
Y'all,
hair.
You don't wear yellow like that on television.
She looks like what Tweety Bird would look like if he went to prison for 20 years and came out. Hey, I thought I saw a putty tit.
Hey, thought I saw a putty tat.
No,
I ate
I
a lot of
didn't.
puss in here.
I did. No, but now I'm hardened up, bitch.
Y'all, Tweety's seen some shit.
Tweety had seen some shit in prison. So anyway,
I want to talk about one thing to kind of get into it. Someone said something about Emma. They get into Darcy and Tom first.
let's talk about Darcy and Tom.
And Emma is there, and Emma said, "You don't even know his favorite color." And Darcy's like, "It's true, I don't."
It's real.
And then she's like, "What's my favorite color?"
What's my favorite color?
And she's like, and he doesn't know. And she's like, "It's white." Whose favorite color is white?
Here's the deal.
No one.
No one.
one.
Y'all, if your favorite color is white, come at us.
Something's wrong with you.
But also, did you realize Darcy paused?
You're
like
a serial killer.
She paused as if she didn't even know what her own favorite color was.
That's true. She had to think about it.
I know your favorite color is.
What is it?
It's green.
I
like
go
an aqua green.
I kind of go blue or green or even red. I don't have a favorite color. Is that weird?
No.
Yeah,
You know what my favorite
I like
color
green.
is?
Orange.
Wow.
You like blue? No, you're more of a red.
We're
What
just
are
gonna
you?
move on. You know,
Brown?
16 years of
Cerulean?
fucking friendship. Maybe
Gray? You like gray?
maybe Darcy and Tom are fine. Maybe they're fine.
Wait, I know this. It's green. You like green too.
No, I would like blue.
That's what I thought.
Took you a bit.
I think I look better in blue than you do, though, because of my eyes.
I disagree.
Anyway, no one's favorite color is white, y'all.
No one's favorite color is
one's.
white. That is for sure.
That's for sick people.
Yeah, it wasn't. So I have to say, Emma was the voice of reason on
And
this.
her blush is better. Someone helped her.
She did. Darcy also doesn't know that Tom was engaged twice.
And
Y'all, you know what? I'm going to use it now here because we got so wrapped up in last night's episode, we forgot our special segment of Straight People Be Crazy.
oh,
And I'm going to tell you, this is it right here for that because
if you've been engaged twice
if
and
you've
we
been
don't know
engaged
it,
twice and you don't know it, straight people be
straight
crazy.
people be crazy. Straight people be
Because
crazy.
gay people, we fucking find that shit out.
It's like
we talk about our coming out
I
on the
agree.
first day. We get to it.
And you talk about on your first day as a gay person, you know how you even know how the other person feels about their ex.
Yes.
You know that.
All
And
that
you know-
shit.
And with a straight date, you're not supposed to talk about your ex on that date. Oh, gay people go right in.
there. I mean,
we lean the fuck in.
We kind of have to though, because if I go on a date with a guy and we find out that we're both tops, well, that's not going to work out. Because that's going to happen to me.
Or for me, like we come and have afternoon delight, then we go on a date.
That's true.
So
You test
then
out
I
the
decide if
waters
I decide if I want them to buy me dinner or not.
it's just like
We play both sides of the street.
it's a smorgasbord.
It's a smorgasbord of entertainment.
So anyway, y'all, that's our crazy. We'll be sure to do that segment this week as
they're
well.
crazy.
Because they crazy. But anyway, that might be some red flags, Darcy. This man's not going to commit. Sorry.
Then Stacy comes in, and we already talked about her. She looks
Hi,
terrible.
Stace.
Her lips are. She looks like a frog.
She looks like she was drying her hands in one of those Dyson little V things in the bathroom.
Yeah,
and
something happened.
Maybe she was getting all freshened up like they do in the bathroom, and her lips got stuck in one of those fucking Dyson air
things.
things.
It's possible.
And it never turned off because nobody ever walked away. So they just walk into the bathroom and she's in there face down.
I will say they're squabbling, of course.
Yes.
But Stacy is defending her sister. They
the
will
most
stay
part.
strong against
Other people.
Other people,
As soon
yeah.
as it becomes inward, though,
Then
she
they go
fucking
at
just
each
goes
other.
to the
Yeah.
jugular for her. But Darcy does too.
I feel like they both need to go to family therapy and get it all out.
Oh, who was it that said? Somebody said during the show, I don't know which one of you is the older sister, but almost she's
Emma.
Yes, Emma called that shit out.
She was the voice of reason. Yeah, I agree.
They really need to go to a good family therapist
Because I feel like they need to be each other's rocks, and they're not. They're enabling each other, and they're just like punching low for each other.
Yeah, and it's
not good.
It's not good. And, Darcy, that comment she made to her where she was like, Darcy said, I don't want to know about your love life. I don't want to know anything about it. And I
Yeah.
went, that's mean to say to your sister.
Yeah, and
You
Stacey
should wanna know
and
that.
they both try to act like it's fine. So they're both like, yeah, it's fine,
Yeah,
but it's not fine.
It's not fine, and they need to work on that.
So Jesse's here.
I didn't notice. Really? When did he show up?
Darcy's ex from before the 90 Days season 2.
Now, y'all, we don't know Jesse because
we've seen a couple of clips.
Clips. Our moderator Jackie is not a fan.
No, he seems a narcissist. But we're not sure.
Although a lot of people really liked him on Kate Casey's podcast, Reality Life.
I listened to that.
I haven't listened to that. What was your thoughts on that, and how it informed this?
He is trying to see. He's trying to approach this as I'm helping the world. I still feel like it's reflecting on him too much as a person. He's being the world's savior. Mm-hmm. That's what it's feeling like to me. I do believe him in that she has a drinking problem.
I think she does too.
I think she also has a love addiction, which is he was referring to. I just also want to say that Jesse is dressed like a Structure employee.
Yeah.
Circa 2002.
Y'all, I love.
Come at us if you knew Structure.
I love
Structure. Y'all, Structure is now Express.
It was Express.
But that was where gay men shop before they knew they were gay.
That Structure and Izod were my jam.
Y'all, he's got that little vest on that he is cinched for the gods.
I would have gotten that at the Izod and the Structure outlet.
He tried to sell me Structure jeans.
It's true.
That Jesse
They were
tried
good jeans
to sell me
too.
Structure jeans.
They were good jeans.
And Benjamin was wearing a jewel tone top from Structure.
I know he got that from Express.
Yeah.
I know he did.
Anyway, y'all, I still have a bag that's like said Structure, and it was like Greek columns. That you walked through those columns to Gayville.
You did.
That's you bought your stuff at Structure, and that's how you knew you were gay. Come at us if you were a gay guy who shopped at Structure, and you knew you're gay now, and Structure got you there.
It pretty much pretty. I 100% agree with
that?
Because as just somebody who, this from doing life coaching, but as somebody that I've been a therapist and having other therapist friends or meeting it goes all over me when people want to help other people change their life when it is so clear they don't not even have their own shit together, but they're not even kind of looking at their own life.
And they need to be the hero. Like, he needs to be the hero of someone's story.
If you're going to do that, be of service to people, and whatever the outcome is, let it be what it needs to be.
Well, to be honest, he's not in it for helping people because he's not listening.
He's not.
He's there trying to tell people the problems. As if you're a coach, if you're doing any kind of like teaching or any kind of service to people, you listen first.
The best thing to do is to listen.
And oftentimes just with people getting out what they need to say, they will hear themselves. And all you have to do is, I say to Maddie all the time, is this is a mirror. Look what you're saying to me.
Oh, God.
And she hears it and realizes she's right, but that I'm right. Anyway, but that's about me.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. What were you saying?
I don't know.
Exactly. Anyway, Jesse comes back, y'all. Let's take a moment and just kind of break this down.
Yeah, and everyone in the fucking waiting room freaks out. Avery and Tim freak out. They don't shake his hand.
If you have doubted that Avery was related to Terry, we have seen the resemblance in this episode.
And so they know about Jesse, obviously, from the previous season.
They do.
And Tim is right. He's there to start shit.
You know what?
Or to get his shit around.
Tim was probably right under Rebecca, falls for the second of the voice of reason for this episode.
I'm raising my hand that says preach.
And I actually kind of thought after this, you know what? I would almost hang out with Tim after
I
this.
would.
I think I'd have a nice time with him.
Then he'd pull out his gun, lighter, and then we'd have to walk away.
Or he'd start vaping in front of her face, and I'd say, I'm sorry, I don't want cancer, or whatever you're going to get.
And then he'd say something
which was still in his hand, by the way.
Yeah, he vaped the whole time.
So, y'all, the real thing with this was who wasn't listening at all, who kept yelling at everybody for not listening. I know we laugh at her, but man, Angela is so abusive.
Oh.
It's kind of hard to watch now. And I really, after this, I hope Michael dumps her ass because she is, I think she has a good heart, and she is surrounded by trauma and wounds,
Yeah.
and she just can't deal.
To be honest, I'm kind of triggered by it because
I got
know
triggered
so
by
many
it too,
Southern
yeah.
people who that they just scream and
They start screaming and yelling.
and I kind of just tune it out, and then I can't even pay
She
attention
even
to it.
hit Avery's hand
Yeah.
away from her. That I gasped when that happened.
And y'all, this is what people. I mean, yeah, it's in the South, but it's everywhere where all you can do is put your emotions into anger.
Mm-hmm.
That's Angela.
Y'all,
Everything manifests anger.
if you're in your life and the people that talk to you about problems or when they're upset at you, they only do it by yelling in your life, find new people.
Well, or shut those people down.
Shut those
and
people
say,
down or
I'm
find
not
support.
going to do this. Yeah.
Find support that you aren't
Yeah.
yelled at
And if
because that's not normal
Right.
to everybody.
And if you have someone in your life who only yells at you, exactly, you need to say to them, this is
That we're getting help or I'm getting gone.
right. Ooh,
Yes.
dispensing wisdom.
Yes.
So we find out through all this.
Wait, I have one question about
Yeah.
Jesse. You'd still fuck him, right?
In a second.
Okay, just making
Just
sure.
clear. Yeah.
Just clear.
Oh, y'all, I love a good Amsterdam blonde boy. Mm-hmm. He's like sticking his finger in that dike. Ooh. But instead of his dike, it's in my ass.
Wow.
I'd fuck him. I'd fuck him 6 ways till Sunday.
Wow.
Just so we're clear.
Just so we're clear. He's an equal opportunity whore.
If you're hot, I'll fuck you. It's that simple. As long as you don't talk. It's better that way.
It's true.
Anyway, so we find out after Jesse leaves that Avery's kind of losing it, and she says, I've been in an abusive relationship before. And at this point, Maddie and I high-fived each other because
Not that she was in a relationship. Yeah.
No, we didn't say, yes, she's been in an abusive relationship. We called it.
And it was one of those situations where you hate that you're right.
Oh, and I think
But I was glad she was talking about
I
it.
think it's really bad. It's traumatic.
I think it's traumatic.
I think it was some type of I think it was someone who was much older than she was, probably someone in his early or late 20s, and who dated her when she was probably 13 or 14 or even 15, and there was some kind of sexual violence.
I agree. I think that probably could be very close. And also, I think it really makes sense is that you know who probably pulled her out of that and saved her life?
Mama.
Her mother.
Uh-huh.
So here this is happening again, and Terry is triggered, y'all.
And y'all, she runs into that
when Terry
tell-all.
did that, we both were like, "Go get
Y'all,
it, Terry."
Mama Terry is MVP of this season.
I came
You know,
around.
She's got some shade to throw. She threw that. She hasn't been Muslim in the summer yet, and she threw that. As I say, this one's just like me. Just wait to Omar. But I love Mama Terry.
She doesn't go easy on Avery, but at the same time, Avery can't deny that she knows her mother loves her and will back her 100%.
Right.
She'll shade the fuck out of her.
Yeah.
But when she came up for Angela and she said, "You need to stop attacking my daughter," and she said it reminded me of my mother when my mother gets upset, because my mother gets very calm and collected and will not yell back at people. She almost just whispers, so you have to lean in to hear her,
Right.
and you're scared.
I get that. Anyway, so we had a confrontation almost between Rebecca and Angela, and that's when I realized Rebecca's a big bitch.
Because
She's
Rebecca
a
stood up,
big
and I
bitch.
was like, she's
That
not
bitch is
already.
big.
She is tall. She's like Wonder Woman.
She's not tall.
Statuesque.
She's tall. I'm not saying she's fat.
No, she
it's
looked
a
great.
It's
She
a
had a little
colloquial
bitty
term.
waist and
Yes.
her tiggle bitty. She looked beautiful.
She's a big bitch. She's
Yeah.
a big bitch.
And you don't want to fuck with her.
Don't fuck with a big bitch,
and y'all, I feel like literally, a lot of you have asked us this: the difference of Southern and country, and that was
that is
perfect.
illustrated in Rebecca and Angela.
Because Rebecca talking to Angela, and then if you look at the moment where was it? Angela, she said something, and she cut to her. You gonna come at me? I'm gonna come at you. And then they cut to her just holding the cigarette, and then she took a drag. That's country, y'all.
That's country.
That's that's country.
But
when you take shit out of your bra and it's like a Mary Poppins bag.
it was. That bag had no bottom.
Jake literally said, is she going to pull a lamp out of there? That's country. Now, I know some of y'all keep your belongings in your boobs as well.
Yeah,
but
it
I'm
was
just
a lot.
saying, y'all might want to process that and just get like a little. Everybody's wearing those little fanny packs now. Get one of those.
Yeah, fanny packs are back.
I just feel like they
knew?
sweat on your boobs.
Yeah, it's too much.
Don't y'all get boob sweat? That'd be not fun. Y'all should get some fresh breast.
I want fresh breast. That's a
Yes,
thing.
it's a great. I found out it because there's a product called Fresh Balls, and it's you like put it on your man area.
Okay,
so it doesn't
I'm not.
Sweat.
I am not going
No.
to. You.
No, but then they have one that I got for as a gag gift for my brother, and he was like, "This is great," and I love it. And then they have one. I gave it to one of my girlfriends, and she said they have fresh breast. She's like, I put it under my boobs, and I don't get boob sweat in the summer.
You don't get sweat?
Yeah, it's like a liquid that becomes a powder. She puts it on her thighs so they don't rub together and get all.
You just go home and take a shower.
Sometimes you can't. Sometimes you're out in the world. Sometimes you're in Kenya visiting Michael, and you just gonna fucking sweat.
I want to just give it up to Benjamin, who said one of the wisest things for all this really
Okay.
angry.
I wasn't listening.
Little fight.
I missed that.
Benjamin said, "Everyone just needs to be nicer. The world's broken already. We need to love everybody more."
Y'all, that probably was about gay people.
But I mean, Benjamin's got a lot of issues, and we know he's already come a little.
He's got some past trauma.
Yeah, he probably does.
I also think he's an emotionally 12-year-old boy.
Yeah, I think
He's emotionally stunted.
He's also tried to save everyone he was with.
Again,
Yeah.
if you're trying to save everybody else, maybe you need to save yourself.
All right.
Wow, look at me at midnight.
let's-
Y'all, we're doing this show at
let's-
midnight. Jake is 4 drinks in. You know, actually it's 11:52, but at midnight he might be like that female
I might
gremlin.
turn into a fucking gremlin. Hello. Gizmo.
Probably. I will say a very touching moment to me was, this is why I love in the Sissy Squad, most of y'all are women, but when any of y'all kind of reach out and get support in the Sissy Squad, because we saw that, I have to say, when Darcy was talking, or when Avery was talking to Darcy about her traumatic relationship, and then Darcy started crying for her, and that was very moving to me, because it's just so rare that I think women get to talk to each other about being in those relationships, because there's so much shame around it. People do this on reality shows all the time. Well, you should have known better. You know, and
Why do they shame people?
And people get shamed for the relationships and I really, that made me. Somebody posted on a squad. They're like, I sent Avery a direct message just telling her that I appreciated her. I know a lot of people don't like her. It's not that I don't like Avery. She just can be young and annoying.
I'll say this. I don't like her, but I kind of think, and I kind of side with the idea, because I kind of went off on her. She's an adult. She can make her own decisions. She'd agree with that. She's an adult. She can make her own decisions.
I think so too.
What I have a problem with is all the fucking, mostly white people, who are coming and saying, we gotta save Avery. We're gonna save this girl from the Middle East. She's a fucking adult.
She wants to go.
Let her
go.
fucking do what she wants to. This idea that we must protect our white teenage girls or something like that needs to fucking stop. That's just as toxic as everything else.
I can't argue with that.
Yeah. Anyway,
I
sorry.
can't argue with that.
Because there is an internet contingent out there that's like that.
No, there's people that are very like rampant, and I agree, y'all. She's an adult. She's going to do whatever she wants to do.
And you know what? She wants to live in a pile of rubble. Go ahead.
And you know what? She's going to learn. She's going to live her own.
Go to Canada.
lesson.
She'll look on a map and find it. It's fine.
I will say probably my most favorite part of that fight was when Caesar stood up and did nothing.
That was amazing.
I mean, literally.
He stood up and then sat down.
That was a metaphor for what Caesar does in life.
That's his life.
He tries to stand up for something. You've got to stand for something or you'll fall for anything. And he fell, y'all. He fucking fell.
I want to talk about Michael and Angela's little thing about her not wanting him to have a social life. When she
Again,
said, that
what
is
did you-
fucking Stockholm syndrome shit.
I'm telling you, Angela is not right in
Yeah.
the head, y'all.
And he has to talk with her every 6 hours.
That is crazy bullshit. Michael, if you're listening to this podcast, you're not. But if you are, honey, there's another American you can date to get your green card that's going to be a lot less stressful. Because I'm telling you now, Angela is not the only dick pig in the States.
No, the world is populated by dick pigs.
You're listening to two of them.
Guilty.
Dick pig. That's a damn
I just went
truth.
for a ride on the chandelier.
Woo!
Whoo! Anyway.
Wilbur. Ooh, wow, look at him now. Zuckerman's favorite
famous
pig
pig.
bottom. Ooh, wee, what do you see? A penis in his butthole. Ooh, look
I'm
at
sorry, we just ruined Charlotte's Web for everybody.
We just ruined Charlotte's Web.
I also said that Angela is deluded that Skyla's egg would somehow be hers. Does she realize that, yes, her daughter shares a lot of her genetic material, but not all?
No.
There's a very big delusion there.
50% of her DNA that's not hers. It's her father's.
Yeah.
Also, I think Angela's one of those people who she calls out everybody. Like she said, I'm just here to. She said literally, this was country when she said, This is what she said. She said, I'm the only one who will fight for rightness, and I will do it again.
She smoked.
But what I was going to say is that she calls out people interrupting. She calls out people that don't listen. She literally is calling out the things that she does in other people. Because just like you said, Poodle, I'll give it to you. When you're right, you're right. Because she's calling out, trying to mirror and project herself onto other people.
It's a lot of projection.
And this whole thing where she was like, I'm going to keep talking to you. I'm like, really triggered the fact that you feel like you have ownership of y'all.
Yeah, especially of the right opinion.
Y'all, we're not parents. So excuse us for giving parenting advice, but I don't feel like a lot of you are like this. But I really believe when you're a parent, the hardest thing is realizing you do not own your child.
No.
They do. They have their own life. They do what they want, and you have to. You do not. You're the one that chose to bring this into the world. They did not choose this.
She thinks she's going to get Skyla's egg still.
Skyla, if you feel weak, call us.
And Skyla, please listen to us because we will talk you through this shit.
We will.
You need to not let your mother take care of your children. Hopefully that's not happening.
Hopefully.
I also want to talk about when Sean asks Michael, so do you think Angela can get pregnant? And would you would you leave her? And he said, there is nothing that God cannot do. And I would say that if you were to ask, if Angela would say, God, give me a baby, and God would say, is there anything else you want? I could do literally anything else.
Yeah,
because
don't you want to go to Atlantis? I've heard it's great. Don't you want to do that?
I can send you to Mars in a snap of my fingers. I don't know why God is a gay person.
Yeah.
But he is.
God's sassy.
Yeah, God's kind of sassy. God is a sasser.
He is.
Come at us if you think God is a sasser.
I mean, sex is real good, and then women have to birth out a baby. That's a fucking bitchy queen to do that to people.
She's got a sense of humor.
Ironic shit right there.
Anyway, y'all.
Men want to have fuck all their lives, and then by the time they're 60s, they can't get it up. That's a vicious queen that deals that
God
blow.
would, and like women, you're the most fertile when you're stupid.
That's
You're the most fertile from like age 13 through 22.
And y'all, we're all fucking dumb
We're
then.
all stupid. Woo. And then when you can actually have the intelligence to raise a baby, you can barely have one.
That's God being a bitch.
I know. And like it's been interesting on the Sissy Squad. Everyone's like been talking about some of their fertility issues.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm reading that going, oh, wow. There's a lot of fucking women who do this, a huge percentage.
Oh, yeah.
And I knew my friends who had it, but I didn't know it was a big an issue as I thought
IVF
it was.
warriors, that's what
Yeah,
they are.
IVF warriors. Anyway, that's all for Angela. That's all I really want to talk about her. She was a fucking bully, and I don't want to go there.
And yeah, I'm kind of done. And as Darcy said, I love that Darcy is that girl that says, "It's not worth it. It's not worth
that
it."
was the slogan of this episode, y'all.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it. With that face moving back and forth, not worth it. But I will say this one thing, maybe just to add one caveat to this: who do you believe, Jesse or Darcy, or do you believe them both? Do you think there's truth in both?
I think there's both selective memory at work.
I think so too.
I think they're coming from such different perspectives. Jessie is trying to prove something to the world, and Darcy is in her own
And Darcy's
world.
trying to prove herself.
Yeah.
That's a very different thing.
I don't even know. I honestly don't know.
I
Because
think you're
Darcy
probably right.
Darcy may have a couple of martinis
And then
call
text
Jessie.
him out of the blue.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Mhm. And he would use that as trying to make her wrong and shaming her.
And I could do see how she can misconstrue when he says things.
I agree.
But I also feel like he exit on because he wants the attention.
He's a narcissist.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's trying to make a career out of making someone wrong and him be right.
Yep.
Yeah. That his psychology degree, y'all, is about like that's why he's doing that whole thing with seniors. Yeah, and that video where he showed his ass, and I'm still upset when they blurred it.
I was upset too.
What
And-
the fuck?
But I do want to. Literally, he's naked in his shower and he's talking about connecting and helping
I'd
people.
do him.
There are two. That is the like y'all. Dr. Phil doesn't do that.
Dr.
Can you
Phil,
imagine if Dr.
no.
Phil was in the. Hey y'all, I'm gonna need you to go talk to your wife and tell her that she needs to go divorce her husband. I'm just gonna wash my penis.
Late people are arrogant.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Where's my shampoo?
where's my shampoo? Anyway, so we should move on to Benji, our favorite.
I don't have a lot about him, but sure.
Fidel is there, and Fidel got that sweater at Structure
He did.
to give that call back.
He wore that on drink night, apparently.
I know, when they were also eating roasted meats.
I mean, I feel like, look, I think they'll probably stay together because they love the Lord, and they will. But, y'all, I don't think I don't know. I don't think Akini's going to stay with his ass. I think she's going to move over here and realize I'm pretty and I'm smarter than this bitch, and I'm gone.
She had quite a sharp tongue on this.
Woo!
I know, and even Fidel was like, you need to control your woman. Akini's got those square earrings made her crazy.
They did.
Yeah, she was all kinds of salty.
Her Forever 21 earrings, they were pretty.
I will also like to say that Akini was the first to mention, yeah, you're going to come back and pay the dowry. Yeah. When the next time you got to bring that checkbook.
Ring-a-ding-ding.
An installment plan is due.
She's not, I'm telling y'all, Sally Mae collects, y'all. Sally fucking Mae collects. Y'all know she's working at a phone bank in Indiana. That's what we said.
She is.
One thing I noticed a little bit about them was I just don't feel like anything's changed for them. I mean, I know he's going to go back, but
Nothing's changed.
some of these people we think, oh, are they going to be on 90 Day Fiancé? Y'all, I hope they're not on 90 Day Fiancé.
I don't feel like they love each other.
No. Did you see where she grew up? She just wants out.
Yeah.
She is a 20-year-old, and I know they talk about her going to school and everything. She's 23 years old, but she does not have emotional maturity as well. You have to be in love with a 14-year-old man.
That they are a bunch of scammers. That Akini and his family are her family are a bunch of scammers.
Maybe. I think probably maybe his family is, but I don't know. I don't know about Akini, but I don't know. I could also see her playing.
She was like sitting there like this. Where's my money?
It's true.
Yeah.
And then she plays that. I'm so young. I don't know. What is it? I'm the uneducated caveman lawyer.
Oh yeah.
Bullshit.
I'm just a caveman who was unfrozen but I do know that my client is not guilty.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. We could talk about the next one is Tim.
Y'all, my favorite part of
it's Tim, y'all.
my favorite part of Tim and Jennifer was, well, first of all, we've already kind of, so I think it's been put into the ground. We don't need to talk about Tim's sexuality anymore. We don't need to talk about anything.
He addressed it very well.
He addressed it.
He said, he's like, I'm not gay. I'm not bi. I'm not a woman. I'm a guy. And he didn't do it angrily. And
I was kind of impressed.
I know. I was too.
I think, again, we kind of called it because we talked about, we said, we bet Tim has been made fun of and bullied for being gay or whatever for years. And he said, I've been called that for 15 years now.
Yeah.
And he
grew up in the South.
In the South, y'all, he's been bullied for it. So I think that the fact that this man can be that age that he is now and be able to get manicures and be who he wants to be, I have respect for that.
I kind of respect him more. Yeah.
In that way. Now, Rebecca fucking schooled Tim's ass, and I was here for it.
I loved it.
I loved it, too. When she called out that Veronica bullshit, and she was like, Veronica knew what she was doing.
She's like, Veronica gave him that ring, and she's like, yeah, that's kind of a sabotaging move. And we both freaked out.
We did.
Yeah.
Literally, Poodle went, what?
Yeah, I had to pause it.
Good for you, Rebecca.
And there's a weird thing about Tim saying, call me a pussy. Call me a... And I just can't imagine that happening, that's a pet name for him.
You know what? Some people call people names, and I don't agree with, like Rebecca, again, that feels offensive to me. I don't like it when people call him a pussy because, y'all, I'm telling you now, a pussy is one of the strongest things in this world. It brings in life.
I agree.
And women are stronger than men. Sorry,
I agree.
y'all. But that's their word they want to use for each other, so okay.
And sometimes when you're in their bedroom and someone says, you're my slut, you're my slut, and you're like, I'm your slut, sure. And then you afterwards feel bad. Oh, but that's not me, it happened to. Wow. Anyway, let's move on.
Wow.
Let's move on to Rebecca's friend.
Boy.
Sorry, that didn't happen to me. No.
Know what? If the CIA ever had to bug you, they would quit in 2 weeks and go, this fucker is fucking freaky.
This is freaky deaky.
This is freaky deaky. Leave this bitch alone.
I'm your slut. Should we move on to Miss Rebecca?
Yeah, because I think that's all I have. They're my favorite couple.
I
here
think
for them.
they can probably they can go the distance.
And she announced that they are still together.
Yeah, I believe it.
I don't know. I don't feel like a lot really. I do agree that, I love that Rebecca finally kind of realized in the after fact that like Zied wasn't necessarily trying to control her. She said, as soon as I took my jacket off, somebody touched my arm.
I think she is super reactive. She is a feminist woman from the South, so she is triggered by any type of language that is controlling. Because I have female cousins like that. And
or
they
your
are
mother?
My mother is too. She's like, that's just like a man. My mother said, a man. You know, a man invented that. Y'all, deep down, my mother hates men.
Your mother would be a fantastic lesbian.
I agree.
She should do
if
it.
my mother hears this, she will never talk to me again. She was like, I could never do that. But she's like, but it's men. I hate men. It's not that I like women. I just hate men.
I think a lot of women probably relate to that.
Yeah, that's my mother's thing. She was like, you know, a man invented that. When she's talking about the bra, she's like, bras are so uncomfortable. You know, a man invented them.
They are uncomfortable. I've worn one.
I don't doubt that. Anyway, Rebecca's friend Melanie comes, her private detective.
Y'all,
Melanie's wearing yellow, and Melanie also has a, may I speak to the manager, haircut.
She sure does. I don't know what fucking happened to her hair, but y'all.
Melanie's got a Karen haircut, y'all. And
she went to the wrong pro cuts.
And you know, if Melanie's in a restaurant and her apps come out the same time as the entree, she's going to get comped.
She's going to get comped because she's going to speak to
She's
somebody.
not a bad person. It's just that's what she does.
That is what she does.
Yeah. Melanie's that
what
kind
she
of girl.
does.
So, and Melanie takes care of her friend.
She does. It's sweet how she's loyal to Rebecca.
Yeah.
Y'all, there is a little bit of a red flag. If you're in a relationship and no one in your life supports your relationship, which is what Rebecca said,
Yeah.
that's not a great thing.
Also, but she's in the South, so
But
it's
she's
hard.
in the South, and also he's not here yet.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that once people meet him, because even Terry, when she met Omar, she was like, he loves her.
It's hard. Yeah.
Get it?
It's Georgia, too. What are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
I don't have a lot more to say about Rebecca.
I do want to call. I'm sorry, I'm going to jump back, but I just want to do a strong tea.
Uh-oh.
Give me strong tea with quotable. When Sean Robinson asked Benjamin if he had a budget, that was one of the best fucking things.
Did you have a budget?
Did you have a budget?
He looked at her with those cuckoo blink eyes. And there was just silence. Y'all, the amount of time when there was silence on the set.
That was why this was 3 hours.
I aged.
It was,
during
but
those
I also
times.
didn't breathe.
I didn't
It
either.
was a very well done. Y'all, if you're the editor of this show, come at us. Let us know how you are.
You don't listen. The last Lonely Heart
Oh,
we have to talk about is
bother.
Balder. Maria, are you there? Oh, wait. This is not when I talk to Maria. She's not on the screen? Oh, never mind. There was a really awkward moment where I thought Maria was behind me. And
I think he thinks that a lot.
It was Sasha. Sasha wasn't there.
Y'all.
Oh, well. Y'all, this was a clusterfuck. This whole last thing is Caesar was almost trying to be fed lines, or he couldn't even address her questions. So Maria showed up.
Yep.
Spoiler alert.
Uh-huh. She's here.
And he's like-
y'all, even Akini said she feels bad for Caesar.
And everyone was jumping on.
If you're a woman from Kenya and you basically just got fucking sold to a white man and you feel bad for Caesar,
I mean, you're
that's
part of
shit.
an installment plan.
Yeah.
And you're having a problem with the treatment.
Then woo.
And even like everybody on stage, Ziad was weighing in, Michael was weighing in, blah blah blah. And I don't know if you saw this, but on the side of my screen,
Oh God.
there was a little box that opened up and it's like, "Hey there, I think you need to give it up. There's plenty of women in our town of North Carolina that you could wear our edible panties.
We've been sitting in this closet for 4 months, and you don't turn the air on in here. I feel guilty.
And I don't really, now that I think about it, I don't want to be on an unkempt Russian bush.
No.
Give me something that's shaved. I prefer it.
Give me some American vagina. Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. Here I go. I'm dissolving in a corn syrup. Oh.
That really, you know what I put? The saddest part of the whole thing is these underwear are never going to get used.
That's the saddest thing of the whole season.
Props to Tim, though, bringing up the fucking edible underwear. I mean, Tim, really, Tim, we'd hang out with you, girl.
You know what, Tim? Come here. We will talk to you.
Tim, we'll go have a drink with you. We'd love to. That'd be fun.
Or four.
But we won't have any of y'all on the show if you're listening because it's not about you.
Anyway, Maria was a complete and utter stone cold bitch like we thought she would be.
I mean,
she wasn't even having it. She was just making faces and mugging.
the main thing was, I know a lot of people are like Caesar's acting or whatever. Y'all, if he is full on acting now, like I've said before, then he's the Meryl
He's
fucking
the
Streep.
Denzel Washington of reality television.
What I learned in this, and I say this to bring up some point. Y'all don't come at me because I don't mean this as like something to be funny or something to dig at. I don't think Caesar has a high intelligence functioning level. And we've kind of talked about this before, but like something is not firing right in his brain that is this not right, but he is thinking in a different way that I don't know if he's able, I don't know if he's on the spectrum or whatever.
I don't know if
I feel
it's-
like people say that for
yeah.
everybody, so I don't want to say
I
that.
don't know if it's an IQ thing.
But he's not reading emotional cues.
He's not. That's
where I'm
that
going
is
with
it.
that.
He's not reading. That is the fucking truth.
But I
He's
mean, as
not
a
reading
therapist, like
emotional cues.
I think that's a problem. Like that,
And you can convince him of things very easily, and he'll believe anything.
like I just had a friend the other day who just posted on social media, like he was diagnosed on the spectrum, and he said he was going through dating and not dating well, and now that he's getting help, he's able to like read social cue more and realize it's something he can work on. And I kind of think Caesar needs to see a therapist or a doctor for that.
Your friend just needs to stop dating and just like have sex with people.
Yeah, you might be on some social cues thing too.
That's fine.
He's cute.
I'm not a slut.
I mean,
see.
really, there wasn't a lot that was said between Caesar and Maria, but more of just, it was sad to he kind of dissolved like those panties.
He did. He dissolved into cornstarch.
And it was sad. And honestly, y'all, if she texted him after the show and said, baby, I love you, I want to be with you, he would say,
He would send her
in
money
a millisecond.
In a second. Yep. That's all I have. I was kind of just horrified by the last 25 minutes of this.
I love when Sean Robertson said, so Maria, Caesar just poured his heart out to you. Do you have
love
anything
him?
to say?
Yeah.
Do you love it? And she was just like,
Oop.
blink, 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 blink.
Evgeny,
Yeah.
me vodka.
Vodka.
Hey, Evgeny,
Hey,
get snowmobile ready.
we go to Club Alto.
Albania's hottest club is Club Alto.
Club Alto.
Oh no, that was London or Nottingham.
Yes, and again, she was like, she was just lying about the whole thing. So
Yeah, y'all, let's just book report this. Maria's a terrible person.
Maria's a horrible person.
Terrible person.
Horrible
Awful.
person.
Anyway, that's the season, y'all.
Y'all, that was the season.
The only thing we have left is we're gonna do 2 sissies.
Oh, we got some sissy shout-outs. Let's do that.
I'll go. Do you want to go first or should I?
I'll go. You went first last time,
Okay.
so I'll go. So my sissy shout-out, by the way, y'all, on our 90-Day Gays Instagram, we posted the best video of fucking Sean Robinson's face. It was so good. We had to because
my
it was
phone?
all in one say.
Then we're doing our reviews, right?
Yeah. My sissy shout-out goes to Julia C. Her last name
Ooh.
has a C. I'm not going to say her last name.
But it rhymes with-
It rhymes with ass or sass. Anyway, Julia, I think Julia actually, she was named after Julia Sugarbaker.
I did not know
Yes,
that.
because her mother.
The lights went
yes.
out in Georgia.
Because her mother had a very lurid southern affair with some man named Beauregard, and
Beauregard.
she didn't find out till she was 17. But she's always had the spunk of a Julia Sugarbaker, y'all. She loves knitting, she loves taekwondo, and she also loves setting people at work straight. I bet that she's, as I've known, she deals with the Veronica daily in her life.
Ooh.
And as Poodle, we know how Poodle feels about Veronica.
Ooh, I hate some Veronicas.
I think Julia dreams in life of just traveling probably most of the country in a Pinto and just having sex with a lot of cowboy men because she's a girl.
Ooh.
She's a girl who knows what she wants. So shout out to Julia C.
Good for you, Julia C. I'm a
Save
girl.
a horse, ride a cowboy.
I'm a girl who knows what I want.
Good for you, Julia. What about you,
I would
Poodle?
like to give a shout out to Alyssa C.
Oh, a lot of C.
Alyssa C.
Don't say her last name.
Alyssa C. Alyssa lives in Peoria, Illinois,
Oh, Peoria.
and she likes nothing better than to go into a church prayer meeting so she can handle a bunch of snakes.
Oh,
Because that's when you know that's the Lord. That's the Lord at work.
that is the Lord at work.
And you know what? She never felt
It's not
as,
venom. It's
no,
just the spirit.
exactly. She never felt as much alive as when she was on the Ferris wheel and she got really up to the top of it and she felt the thing between her legs just like twiddling and twiddling. She said, "That's God." Exactly. Sometimes heights do that too, y'all. Anyway,
Good for her.
Alyssa C, we all gotta get a little bit of something sometimes.
Good for you. Who knew that? Ferris wheels and cowboys. Y'all, our sissy stories are factual to us. They might not be factual
They're
in life.
completely not factual.
They're not. So we've got to do a couple shout out of some Poodle's going to do some reviews, a shout out.
These are two of our favorite reviews. You guys, we love a good review.
Like I said, y'all, we've
Go to
got
iTunes or Apple
Podcasts, wherever you listen to podcasts.
wherever you get your reviews.
The show, and if you're driving or what, don't worry about it. There's in the show notes, we've got a link to it. You can just click on that link, leave 5 stars, and say, keep going, Queens.
This is from WHTYC. And it says, best 90-day podcast out there, 5 stars. Wear a diaper. You're going to piss yourself laughing.
You're an idiot because I read that last episode and you don't listen and remember anything that I fucking say. I literally read that goddamn review last episode. Literally less than 24 hours ago. You're a piece of shit. I literally just read that.
Okay.
Wow. Your face is red. You don't get embarrassed a lot.
I'm embarrassed.
You've been red.
I don't remember that.
What's the other one? Maybe it should be.
The next says, okay, hopefully you didn't read this one. You bring joy to this foreigner. And this is from Intentus.
Okay.
5 stars. I moved here from a Greek island to be with a man I love, and I found America to be very prudish and conservative to me, and do not feel very comfortable here, but you two have brought light into my life. You make me laugh out loud as I drive to and from work and bring me so much joy. So much joy.
So much joy.
You might not realize this, but you have a very European outlook and humor. Thank you so much for doing what you do.
Oh, that was very
I've
sweet.
always felt European.
That's, since you read the same review twice, I feel like I should point out a review that we saw earlier that gave us 3 stars and just said, meh.
And I just said, it's okay.
It's okay.
That's been my favorite review so far, by the way.
You know,
a 3-star.
That bitch.
It's okay.
It's okay. Mm-hmm. But y'all, as we said, we've got especially if you're in the Sissy Squad on Facebook group, y'all, we've got 1,800 members. If all of you just left a review, we'd be
insane.
We'd be doing a live show right now.
And
so
this bitch
please
would call me in the morning
oh my God, I'm so excited. So please leave a review on Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen
and
to
I'd
podcasts.
be like, hold on, someone needs to leave my bed before I talk to you.
It's true. We've already mentioned the Sissy Squad, our private Facebook group, but also, too, we have our Twitter and Instagram now. Twitter and Instagram are both
official. Join 90-Day Gays.
90-Day Gays, and we're really trying to, for some of you aren't Facebook people, and we get that, so I'm really trying to start a conversation in the Instagram. So if you are some of those people that want to start, you want to do, I don't know, you want to do a live chat, or you have a picture or a meme you want me to post, send it to me and I'll post it. If you tell, I want this is your Instagram, it's not just ours. So let us know, ladies and gents. Yes. So, and also too, remember you can go to for now, until our website changes, you can go to our website for our podcast network, Sissy That Talk, where you can listen to our Sweet Tea podcast, which is Southern Charm.
You can listen to Bitchcraft, which is Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
And you can listen to River Mail. Someone just said, oh, I love this show on Twitter, and I didn't want to tell them we stopped.
We're not doing it anymore.
And then also you can listen to Dear Maddie, past episodes of that. And, again, you can find all that information on Sissy That Talk. I don't think we have any other news. We are finally going to be doing an episode with Kim and Kyle.
Yes.
We're going to be doing that next week when I come back. So
90-Day Cray Cray.
We're going to have that. We're going to be reviewing new 90 Day Fiance, so it's happening.
November 3rd, y'all.
Comes out on Sunday night. Y'all, I'm flying back from Mexico on Monday, so I'm coming straight there from the airport to do a show on Monday night. So hopefully,
she may have a 90-Day Fiance by
maybe
then, y'all.
If my flight doesn't get delayed, our show will be up again late next Monday. Is there anything else that we need to talk about?
I think that's it.
Y'all, so normally we do our normal sign-off about Lonely Hearts, but I think for today,
we have a special song
We have
for
a special
everybody
song
to commemorate this journey that we have all been on, and hopefully you will recognize a few of the voices.
That was very well said. You didn't even plan that.
No, it wasn't.
Good for you.
And
Yes,
Enjoy this tribute to 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days and what they did
and what they did
for love.
For love. All right, everybody.
See
We will
y'all
see you
soon.
next week for a new season.
Woohoo!
Bye.
Bye.
Well, kiss to say goodbye. That's my life. The bronzer and the sorrow. Oh, the British man is gone, but wish me luck, Stace. Same to you.
But I can't regret, y'all, what I did for love. What I did for love, y'all, it's Tim. And I'm totally awesome.
Michael, look, my eggs are dry. They're dry. Shit. And Skylar's ain't ours to borrow. Ungrateful little kid. It's as if we always knew you'd fuck it up, Michael.
And I won't forget what I did for love. What I did for love. Open your mouth, Thomas. Open your mouth, please.
Gone. So much beautiful, but gone. I miss that sweater. I lost it, but it's gone.
As we travel on, Maria, William, Sasha, Michelle, love's what we'll remember. Vanilla cream daddy. Yeah. Kiss today goodbye, and tote us toward tomorrow.
Tote us toward tomorrow.
We did what we had to do. Won't forget, can't regret what we did for love. What we did for love. What we did for love.
Here I go.